Hi y'all, this is Miss Cree. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing the 10 taco challenge. We'll see if I get through all 10. I probably won't, but we'll see. Okay, well, I already made the tacos. It's lettuce, cheese, taco meat. I have some hot salsa and some fire Taco Bell sauce. All right, let's see. These are, I think it's nacho cheese taco shells. Hopefully they're not nasty. I never tasted them before, but hopefully they're not nasty. So how have you all's day been so far? Oh, I hope I don't make a mess. But knowing me, I probably will. God, thank you for this food I'm about to receive. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, amen. That tastes pretty good. So, the topic today, coworkers. Now, at my previous job, I used to work with this guy. And where we worked at, the company always do parties and had catered events and things like that. So they would invite us to, have some of the food that they had, that they bought for their meetings or whatever the events was. So this guy, he would go in there, help himself to as much food as he wanted. So one day he came to work. He thought that they were having an event, so he didn't bring no lunch. So they postponed the event. He comes into work with no food, and he was doing a 16-hour shift at the time. So he didn't have any food in the refrigerator. So people had food that they would leave in the refrigerator, because it's a community refrigerator. Everybody knows not to touch anybody else's food. He went in the refrigerator and was eating people's food like it was his own refrigerator. So people were getting upset about it. I mean, he's even went in and ate people ice cream. And basically everybody know who it was, because when they left, you were the only person there, and when they came back, you were the only person there. So this went on for months. He kept saying it wasn't him. He didn't eat the food, but everybody knew it was him. So this lady had brought in, it was some kind of a, I think it was an Indian dish. And she left it in the refrigerator on purpose for him. So he ate it, and it gave him bad diarrhea. I know it's kind of weird because I'm talking about diarrhea while I'm eating. But it did either way. So she knew for sure who exactly it was. Just kept eating people's food. So He lied about that too. No. It's just I got a stomach bug. I didn't eat nobody's food. Blah, blah, blah. So, as time went on, it kept happening. And he's so stupid. He kept eating people's food and kept getting sick. Common sense would tell you, stop eating everybody's food. They're doing it to you on purpose. So, this lady had some, I think it was donuts or something like that at her desk, at her cubicle. Because when we worked there, we had to do rounds. And when we did our rounds, we walked past their desk. So she had, I don't know if it was Krispy Kreme donuts or Dunkin' Donuts. But she had the Dunkin' Donuts or, you know, Krispy Kremes at her desk. So he went and, you know, he went on his rounds. He took one donut when he first went. Then, when he said he took some more, you know, all throughout the night, he just kept on. He'll take one every time, or sometimes he will make special trips over there just to get it. So, the lady was setting him up the whole time because she had a video camera on her desk. I guess it's like a nanny cam. And every time he went to go take one, she could see, you know, it's videotaping him. And it's, I guess it was motion censored, so it would alert her phone when he would come and take the stuff off her desk. So now you got fired for stealing food because one, you was taking it out of the refrigerator. Then you are, you know, taking stuff off people's desks and eating it like you bought it. It's like it's yours. So he got fired. But the way it works, he didn't really get fired. They'll tell the people on the contract where he's working at, oh, we fired him and things like that. But all they did was move him to another contract. So he went to a new contract, and the same thing was starting to happen at the same place. I mean, at this new place. And this, the sad part is, it's not like you didn't have money, because you retired, and he was kind of young, well, maybe in his 30s or 40s. So you retired from the service, plus you had 2 jobs, and you lived at home with your parents. So it's no reason why you don't have money to buy food. You was just wanting to steal people's food. So the same thing kept happening at the new job. And the people started, they did the same thing. They put some laxatives in it. So he just was like, no, you know, it's not me. I feel like they setting me up. They tell me I can have the food, and then when I go eat it, you know, they saying I'm stealing. So it was a mess. It was a whole mess. It ain't make no sense. I don't know if any of y'all have ever done security before, but some people are hilarious. And some of the things people do, it just make you, I mean, you can't do nothing but shake your head because it's just crazy. Because I wouldn't dare go and eat somebody's food that was in the refrigerator. You don't know them people. You don't know if they washed their hands. You don't know what they was doing before they fixed that food. And then, after you started getting sick, you still kept eating these people's food. I just thought you would learn your lesson and stop eating these people's food. But he didn't. It was crazy. So, he tried to sue the company because he's saying, you know, these people are lying on him. They're not telling the truth. You know, they're making it seem like he's doing things that he's not doing. But I'm like, okay, they have a video of you going on this lady desk and eating her donuts. You can't get no more caught than that. That's not your desk. You didn't buy those donuts. She didn't invite you to her desk. So how could you possibly think it's okay? It's a mess. He crazy. Have y'all ever worked with anybody that was doing weird things like that? I don't necessarily have to be stealing off of, stealing food, but it could just be stuff you just look at them and be like, really? You jeopardized your job for something crazy? Then another person at another site, they were having an affair with, the rules was you can't fraternize with the officers or the staff. They can't fraternize between each other. So it was a staff member that was really interested in one of the officers. So the staff member decided she didn't care what the rule was. She was gonna try to holler at the officer anyway. So the staff member, you know, flirted with the officer. She flirted with the officer until, you know, she got his attention. And I don't know how many times they went out. I know they went out at least once. But then all of a sudden, the staff member, you know, you can hear them talking, because they come out to like the common areas to use their phones and things like that. So you can hear them talking about the officer that she went out with. So they was just saying how, you know, he a dog, he ain't right. Oh, that kind of stuff. But you wasn't saying that before y'all went out. So what happened was, now mind you, I found out later, the staff member is married, and her husband is a police officer. So she gets mad at the security guard because he wasn't like running after her. So because he wasn't running after her, that kind of ticked her off. So she went and told her husband that this officer keeps trying to pursue her at her job. That the security officer keeps trying to pursue her at her job, which wasn't true. So the officer, you know, makes an appearance up there because, you know, he's trying to, you know, stand up and be there for his wife and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So the officer comes up there, excuse me, and, you know, kind of approaches the security guard, the security officer. So they standing outside talking. And the wife is getting more pissed off because the husband is not being aggressive with the guy she was trying to cheat with. Or the guy she did cheat with. So she's getting upset. She's watching from inside the building. But she's getting mad because her husband is not being aggressive, and, you know, they just look like they're just, you know, old friends having a conversation. So, come to find out, the same way she was throwing herself at the security officer is the same way she did with her husband. So, the husband already knew. Once the officer told her, you know, how everything transpired and, you know, what happened, the officer already knew that the wife was lying and that she was trying to talk to the guy. So I'm just like, you know, again, this is an uncalled for situation. You know, you married. Just be married. Or if you don't want to be married no more, get a divorce. Because you're doing this crazy stuff and it's only going to backfire on you, because now your husband is pissed off with you because the same way you was hollering at him, you hollering at this new guy. And you want the husband to beat him up and arrest him and do all this extra crazy stuff because you mad. Because you didn't get what you wanted. That is crazy. So, when she didn't get what she wanted, now she started making problems for him with his job. She was saying, she would tell his supervisor he's making these sexual advances towards her, and he's threatening to do stuff to her because he wants to be with her and she don't want to be with him. So the officer is like, you know, nah, that's not what happened. You know, you can ask her husband. I spoke to her husband, and we already settled everything. But she just, I think once it got to that point, you was embarrassed now. Because you look stupid. You thought your husband, the police officer, was going to come up here and do something to this guy. And he didn't. So, she kept, you know, kept talking to the guy's supervisor, kept talking to him. So eventually they moved him off the site. All because of her. So, they moved him off the site. And after the wife got what she wanted, what did the wife do, y'all? She started trying to holler at the supervisor that just removed the officer off the site. People is crazy, I swear. You'll get mad because he didn't want to walk you to your car. Which the officer don't have to walk you to your car, period. They do it out of, you know, the kindness of their heart. But eventually, the supervisor told her boss what was going on. The whole story. From her talking to the officer, the husband coming up there, and then her trying to holler at him. So, she ended up getting transferred to a new location. Now, the location where she was at, she would always brag about how it's right around the corner from her house, and, you know, it take her 5 minutes to get to work, all that kind of stuff. So, now the location that they sent her to was an hour and 45 minutes away from her house. She was hot. She was pissed about that. But my thing is, if you would have just did your job and stop trying to talk to all these men that's not your husband, you wouldn't be in those situations. You wouldn't be an hour and 45 minutes away from your house. Some people need to learn how to just keep it in their pants. Don't set yourself up or put yourself in these bad situations when you don't got to be in them. You created this whole problem when you didn't have to. Just because you wanted some extra attention. Have y'all ever worked with anybody like that? Or do y'all know people that's like that? Where y'all always trying to be sneaky and do something and it always come back to bite them in the ass? Some people just never learn their lesson. Some people, it's like they always got to learn everything the hard way. No, y'all. I don't know how many more of this I'm gonna be able to eat. Whew. I hate to see stuff on the bottle, or like, you know how the flip top ketchup, excuse me, I hate to see ketchup inside of the top. It drives me crazy. It don't take no time to just wipe it off, but some people don't wipe it off. They just let it drip and then close it back up. It would drive me crazy. This is crazy. I don't know why I thought I was gonna be able to complete this challenge. I mean, I didn't have no breakfast or lunch. Well, right now it is 5 o'clock. But I didn't have breakfast or lunch. And I figured, okay, well, I should be able to, you know, eat the tacos. Well, finish the challenge. Because I didn't have breakfast or lunch. It's not going to happen. That is so not gonna happen. Well, I have 4 left. I tried, but I did not succeed. Well, nothing beats a failure but a try. So I tried. Well, you all, I'm about to end this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you all think of my video. If you made it to the end of this video, leave some tacos in the comment section below. All right, I'll see you all in the next video. Toodles.